Session 4, stripping and waxing. First thing you want to do when you're doing an area is tape off so you don't have the stripper run into places where you're not actually going to be working at. You want to look around, any hazards, cords, plugs, anything where if the stripper goes, it can cause any type of problem. Electrical, damage to property, paperwork, anything. Make sure all that is cleared and out of the way. Then you want to look at where you're working at, availability of space, because you may have to use other things other than your roto to actually get in certain areas. Like in places like this, we'll have to actually use the doodle bug pad, which we'll get into later what that is, to get into some of these areas to still remove all of the finish and to clean the floor properly. Because just because you can't get your machine into certain areas does not mean that you skip over those areas or you just disregard those places. Everything in there still must be done. As you see right here, where we're working at today, there's a lot of places like that. So the type of work and the time it's going to take is going to be a little bit different than a normal job would be. And it's the office area, which always presents a lot of other problems. Paperwork, furniture, file cabinets, things that may have not been moved for years. And upon moving them, you get things like this. A lot of rust in certain areas, but we're going to get all of this up today. Paperwork, hard to reach areas, etc., etc. Another tape off here. Boom, I'm going to go across the hall to the other place. This is another area. Same thing, office space, chairs, garbage can, file cabinets. You know, once we start to move things, you may run into all kind of situations. You don't know, but disrespect anything. Hard to reach areas. Another tape off. A little bit more of an open space. It's not as bad. The other one's still the desks. Things of that nature. Which probably could be moved, some of them. But when you're dealing with very limited hallway space of an active building, you can't just block off everywhere to where people don't have access to the rest of the building. So you have to be able to adapt to all situations, regardless of what's going on. So this is what we're doing today. Got about 7, 8 of these around the same size or bigger. We're going to deal with today. Some pictures. We're going to go into a process of mixing stripper today. That'll be another part of the video. We're going into the process of how to properly lay stripper, detailing, and things of that nature. As always, K.O.B, janitorial services. No one better. Coming soon, very, very soon. We out here putting the shine back in people's lives. We got people stopping short, making sure they don't fall on the dry floor that look wet, putting on shades inside the building because we blinding their eyes. That's what we do.